Varun, I was,
What are you laughing at, like a Cheshire cat?
You mean I'm a cat? Look, beautiful people, Chatterley is being called a cat. Now you must tell me what to do with the
Cheshire
fire
cat is supposed to be an eternal grinner.
No.
I have never seen a Cheshire cat in my whole life, so I really don't know. I
No,
can't vouch for it.
jokes apart. When I often get to meet you, I hear very interesting incidents about your career in advertising, your stint in advertising. One being that the usual joke that you always crack, and I say that I have so many girlfriends who are, who adore you, and you tell me, please show them to me. I don't get to see them.
I mean that. This is the saddest part of my life.
That you've never met your girlfriend fans.
Very rarely, very rarely.
So what happened?
Your girlfriends are apparently my girlfriends.
I know.
Beyond that, I haven't met them. No.
No, but tell me that wonderful incident which happened when you went down, and that was a heartbreak for you.
It's wonderful to you, but it's very sad to me.
Okay.
What happened was I was just I'd finished the film a year or two later.
Okay.
In the agency where I used to work, advertising agency, and we had our media department, we had our public relations department, and we had our market research department. So a market research department employs a whole lot of girls to conduct these interviews and write out these papers and all that, forms. So there was this supervisor of the market research department. He sort of calls me up on the intercom, and he was a cart bangal. Barun Babu, apne ekbar niche ashben naki?
Okay.
Kano hotat? তো বলে না আপনার লগে না দুইজন ভদ্র মহিলা আলাপ করতে চান ভীষণ ইচ্ছা আপনার লগে আলাপ করণের আলাপ করে আমার সঙ্গে আসছি এক্ষুনি আসছি টাক plonk the phone down and run the 2-3 steps at a time, come down to the floor where market research department is, come breathless and sort of
puff yourself, maybe?
Yes. With the handkerchief, dabbing it here and there, sort of cut off the...
To look a little more glamorous?
Yes, cut off the sweat and all that.
I know.
And there, lo and behold, were these two ladies. I was all of 32, and they were all of 45, one of them. And the other one was over 50, and they must have come in from the sun. They were sweating profusely, and they were using the end of their sari to sort of mop their faces up and said, "Apni Barun Babu?" I will Ami Barun.
All right.
And then I looked at this man and said, you man, I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'll absolutely kill you. And then this man, he's sort of a mischievous guy.
Okay.
He said, আপনারা কথা বলেন আমি একটু আসতেছি.
Oh my God.
There was no way I could escape.
I know.
And so there you are. The story of my fans.
So you were subject to
very sad
adulation which you didn't deserve, I suppose.
No, I had, technically speaking, I had another admirer who called up the office and said that she wanted to meet me at the Trinkas at such and such time in the afternoon. And I said, no go. No way. If you wish to come and meet me, you come to our office.
What was wrong about Trinkas?
Very simple. They would watch from elsewhere, and I go, all right, if she says 3 o'clock, you show up there, and looking at your watch, sort of you go inside Trinkas, sit there, have a coffee. 4 o'clock, nobody shows up.
I know.
And then the word would be spread around by this girl or whoever. You have to save your backside.
Barun, I must say you're wise. You're very wise. You've really been wise.
You have to survive.
I know.
This is a cat eat cat, dog eat dog world.
Yes, indeed it is, but it is full of beautiful people like you as well. No, thank you for sharing that. But I wanted to know about your innate passion for crime thrillers. I mean, beautiful people, I must tell you that apart from an actor, he's a writer. He's a prolific writer. He writes on operas in newspapers. He sings beautifully. We'll come to that later. But I want to know, your second novel is already out. Your second crime thriller is already out. The third is on its way. What led you to writing crime thrillers, Barun?
Crime quickens your pulse. It makes makes your heart run faster.
It does.
As in love. So,
that's beautifully said.
Why not crime? Why not crime? And I've always sort of, there were two stages of my life in terms of reading. One was up to Shakespeare, up to W.H. Auden, up to T.S. Eliot, period, full stop. Thereafter, I mean, once I was through with the college curriculum and through the university curriculum, and I came across this open world, this fallow land, and I read Len Dayton, and I read John le Carré, and I read a host of other these fantastic crime thrillers, and I said, this is liberation. You can kill time like time flies when you are reading a thriller. So I became an absolute addict. As a matter of fact, when I was in college, I used to run away from, as soon as my classes were over, it was very close to Deschaprio Park. And so I would sort of leave my class, as soon as it was over, I would come here to Deschaprio Park, sit with my pals.
Which is otherwise a lover's nest anyways. Okay.
And no, not Deschaprio Park, this was the crossing.
Okay.
This was the crossing, we would sit on the fence, or there was this South Indian club. I would sort of go inside, sort of crouch myself in the pre-womb position, kind of start reading my crime thriller. That was it.
Wonderful.
And my friends used to say, hey, Bernie, if you're going to read a book, go home, read a book. If you're here, you talk to us.
Oh. But Barun, what I wanted to know was, when you're writing a book, you creating this detective, this famous detective of yours now, Abhinash, he seems to be kind of an alter ego, kind of a mirror reflection of yours. How's that possible?
That's most possible, and that's the most reasonable thing to do, because you have to have a character that you can sort of identify with. Easier to identify with yourself other than yourself.
Wonderful.
So, but also the young guy who's a rough cut person, and he is also my alter ego, which no one has ever asked that who is this other guy, Mitro. Pradut.
That's
Mitra.
right.
And
he's like the Watson in.
Yes, but he is an orphan. He's an orphan, come up from the gutters, and he's very street smart. He's very tough, and finally, when he joins the police, and he becomes a brown belt champ, at least, So he was an unarmed danger. That was also me, because when I was young, I did not have any roots. I did not have responsibilities. I did not believe in anything at all. And I used to be sort of, quite come what may. It doesn't matter.